I'm Storm Tracker ET meteorologist Austin Haskins with your Thursday weather forecast. A very warm and windy day is on tap across the Chippewa Valley, and today is going to be the last day of the strong winds and the very warm conditions. Cold front comes through tonight, and we're going to be going back to reality temperature-wise for Friday. Saturday, Sunday, though, temperatures will be just a little bit above average by about 5 to 10 degrees, and we'll have lots of sunshine. But then we're going to go below average temperature-wise next week, especially towards the middle to end of next week towards Thanksgiving. Warm fronts pushing through right now, and that's what's going to give us the windy conditions and the unseasonably warm air, as well as the low pressure strengthens and moves northeast, high pressure out to the west. As the cold front comes through this afternoon, we will see skies turning cloudy, and then the winds will eventually shift back to the north and west, which will drop temperatures quickly this evening. We are going to end up staying dry with this front. The newer model data this morning is showing basically this front coming through in dry fashion, not even seeing any sprinkles in the forecast. I can't totally rule it out still, but the chances for that have diminished compared to the data that we saw during the evening hours and yesterday morning. Friday, high pressure is going to keep things pretty quiet, and high pressure will stick with us through the weekend. Of course, the story today, though, is going to be the very strong winds out of the south and southwest. For a time late this morning into the afternoon, I expect winds sustained 20 to 30 miles per hour for a good chunk of the area, and gusting at times 35 to 40 miles per hour. And I can't totally rule out the possibility of someone seeing a wind gust over 40 miles per hour. Areas west and northeast of the Chippewa Valley, the counties in brown, that is a wind advisory where the wind gusts there could be as high as 45 to 50 miles per hour. There's no wind alerts as of Thursday morning in the Chippewa Valley, but just keep in mind that that very well could change. Highs today, well into the 60s. A lot of us in the mid to upper 60s, which is 25 degrees above average for this time of the year. Tonight, though, we fall back down into the 20s to low 30s with gradually clearing skies, especially after midnight. Now, I'm forecasting 68 for a high in Eau Claire today. That is 2 degrees away from the current record of 70 set back in 1953. Now, should we hit 70 today, that would end up tying the record for the last 70-degree day in history. That occurred, of course, on this date in 1953. The average last day at or over 70 for the year is October 20th. Should we not get to 70, that would end up being our last 70-degree day would have been October 4th. So we have a chance of maybe making some history today, but the conditions will have to be right for that. Now, the other thing to talk about with the wind and the cold front coming through is the big drop in temperatures, steady drop, I should say, but the wind chill, too, is going to be down into the 20s after midnight tonight. So we're going to go from the upper 60s this afternoon to feeling more like the 20s by tomorrow morning. So definitely a little bit of a shock to the system, to say the least. 43 for the high Friday, so definitely a little bit colder than what we've seen as of late, but that's more typical for mid to late November. Warm up a little bit Saturday, Sunday. Chance of rain and snow Monday night into Tuesday. We're still a few days out, so we'll be tracking that closely and bringing you updates over the next few days. Behind that, you can see by next Wednesday, high temperatures